If your Kia Carnival has a power sliding door that fails to reverse when it hits an obstruction, mechanics use a GDS diagnostic scanner to confirm an outdated software ID within the power sliding door controller. This specific failure has prompted a significant safety response from the manufacturer to prevent potential injuries to passengers. We are going to break down the exact software logic changes and reveal the total repair bill you can expect at the end of this video. The issue centers on the 2022 and 2023 Kia Carnival, specifically the KA4 chassis generation. Owners have reported that the anti-pinch safety mechanism, which is supposed to detect an object and reverse the door, might not be sensitive enough. This is particularly noticeable when the door is nearly closed. Because the door is heavy and moves with significant force, a failure to reverse quickly can lead to bruises or more severe injuries. While there are not always traditional check engine-style diagnostic trouble codes for this, technicians look for specific communication flags in the body control modules. They primarily focus on the power sliding door controller, or PSDC, to see if it is running the original factory logic. If the system is not throwing a specific obstruction-detected code when it clearly should have reversed, it confirms the sensors are not calibrated correctly for the door's momentum. Kia officially addressed this through a voluntary safety recall and service action, known as SC266. This update targets the core programming of how the door behaves during its closing cycle. The manufacturer realized that the original door speed and sensor threshold did not provide enough of a safety margin for smaller limbs or soft objects. This update is essentially a rewrite of the door's brain to make it more cautious. The mechanical root cause isn't actually a broken part, but rather a limitation in how the motor interprets resistance. Power sliding doors work by monitoring the amount of electrical current the motor uses. When the door hits an arm or a bag, the motor has to work harder, the current spikes, and the computer tells the door to reverse. In the Carnival, the original threshold for that current spike was set too high near the end of the track. The repair direction for this issue is strictly a software recalibration. Dealerships perform an update to the PSDC that fundamentally changes the closing experience. First, the update reduces the door's closing speed as it approaches the final latching point. By slowing down the motor, the system has more time to detect a change in resistance before the door fully seats into the frame. Second, the update adds a new audible warning component. After the SC266 update is installed, the vehicle will emit a series of beeps while the sliding door is in motion. This serves as a constant reminder to passengers and bystanders that the door is active. It is a simple change, but it addresses the silent nature of the original door operation that caught some owners off guard. In real-world owner circles, reactions to this update have been mixed, but generally lean toward relief. On forums and Reddit, many Carnival owners shared stories of the door closing on a child's hand or a grocery bag without stopping. Some owners find the new, slower closing speed and the constant beeping a bit tedious during daily carpools. However, most agree that the trade-off for increased safety is worth the minor inconvenience. One common thread in owner discussions is the latching point danger zone. Even after the update, the door is most dangerous within the last few inches of travel. This is because the mechanical advantage of the latching mechanism is at its strongest there. Owners have noted that while the update makes the door much safer, you still have to be extremely vigilant with children and loose clothing. It is a common mistake to assume that a jerky or reversing door always needs a software update. Sometimes the problem is actually physical debris or a lack of lubrication in the lower door tracks. If your door reverses for no reason after the software update, it is likely because the new, more sensitive logic is detecting a pebble or dirt buildup in the track. Keeping those tracks clean is now more important than ever. The manufacturer emphasizes that this anti-pinch system is not a substitute for active supervision. You should never intentionally test the sensor with your hand or body parts to see if it works. The sensor requires a very specific type of resistance to trigger. If an object is too thin or too soft, the sensor might not register it until the door has already made significant contact. Now let's talk about what this is going to cost you. Because this is a safety-related service action, the SC266 software update is performed free of charge at any Kia dealership for the 2022 and 2023 models. The process usually takes about an hour, including the diagnostic hookup and the actual data transfer. If your vehicle is outside of the recall window or you are dealing with a secondary mechanical failure, costs change. For a Carnival that is out of warranty and needs a full diagnostic for a non-responsive door, an independent shop will likely charge around $150 to $250 for labor and track cleaning. If the actual sliding door motor or the controller itself has failed, the parts can be expensive. A replacement motor assembly often runs between $400 and $700, depending on the side of the vehicle. By the time we get to 2026, labor rates will likely put a dealership repair for a failed door motor at roughly $1,100 to $2,400, including parts and programming. An independent shop would likely handle the same mechanical repair for approximately $800 to $950. However, for the specific safety issue addressed by SC266, your cost should remain zero as long as the recall remains open. Have you noticed your sliding doors acting differently after a recent service visit, or have you had a close call with the anti-pinch sensors? Let us know your experience in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more diagnostic deep dives.